Alright guys, well we're playing a game here, Dota 2, and this is a ranked match, and I'm hoping to get Jakiro in this match. So I'm going to do kind of a new perspective playthrough of playing Jakiro in ranked all pick. So we'll see how that goes. And now my mic's working, but it wasn't working with my team yesterday. That's weird. That's okay. So now it's working. Well, whatever. Okay, so I will be going Jakiro, and Jakiro is an in hero? I'm not seeing. Here he is. Thought he was Radiant. So, like always, try and be friendly with your team and let them know what you're hopefully going to play or do. So
10 seconds remaining.
Jakiro's a pretty good offlaner in this patch, so I'm going to take him offlane.
5 seconds remaining.
You obviously play ranked games solo queue like I am right now, then you know that you're never going to get to be solo offlane. So, yeah. I'll just lock in Jakiro if nobody's going to pick. I'm not going to waste people's time. But if you guys don't know, Jakiro is a really strong hero because I believe Jakiro has the best stat gain and he has the best overall starting stats and I think one of the best stat gains overall for a hero between all three attributes in the game, which makes him scale really well as levels go, and also his abilities are really strong. I'll go over his abilities real quick while we're waiting for this game to start with the picks. His Q is Dual Breath, which releases a Ice Breath and then a Fire Breath. And the first breath slows attack speed and movement speed, and then the second breath, the fire breath, they happen very quickly right after each other. The fire breath will do damage over time, and it scales as it gets stronger, and the mana cost increases as well. And it's got a 10-second cooldown, I believe. And then we'll go to his W, which is Ice Path. It's a kind of a unique, cool skill. He shoots out a path of ice, and the ice will free. If anybody touches the ice or if the ice hits anybody, they become frozen and stunned. It's a normal stun, and it scales from like 1, 1.4, 1.8, and 2.2. So his stun is really strong, but it has a cast time because he has to raise his blue head up, as you can see on my screen, and then shoot that out. So what really works well with this hero is after you get your Tranquil Boots, that's generally the build to go with him. You get a Yules, and the way that it works is the Ice Path, and the ice path with the Yules is after you Yules and they're about, like right before they're about to come down, you drop the ice path. And then right when they land, they're going to take 50 damage from the Yules, 50 damage from the ice path, which the Yules damage doesn't really matter. It's more about the setup. But what it does is it gives Jakiro long range initiation, because Yules has, I believe, I can't tell you what the exact range is, but I know it's between 6 to 900 range that it can lift somebody up. And then you can drop your ice path. And if you're within good range, you can Yules first, and then drop your Macro Pyre right away, because that has a cast time as well, which is his ultimate. And then you can drop your Ice Path. So when he lands, he's taking full damage from that Macro Pyre, and he's also taking full stun, and then usually a Dual Breath and like a Liquid Fire hit. And then we're going to, I didn't get to the, sorry, I kind of skipped to the next abilities. The third ability is Liquid Fire, which he shoots out of this second head right here. And the Liquid Fire ability does damage over time, and it's really strong against buildings because it affects buildings. So he makes him a really good tower pusher, which is what's really good in this meta so far if you watch the pro scene. But he's also a good pub hero, in my opinion. He's very versatile. He's a utility hero when it comes down to farm. So like his items are going to be like Yules, Mechanism, Blink Dagger, Force Staff, Pipe, Crimson Guard. He Necro Book. He's more of he's a very utility-based hero when it comes to farm. He needs levels to be effective in game, but past the Yules, he doesn't really need much more. So he just kind of morphs to what your team needs. He's better as a core, in my opinion, than a support, because as a support, I feel like he needs levels to be more effective. And then the farm just helps the team generally with what you pick for his items. So, I know. That's what I'm going to say. And then his ultimate is Macro Pyre, which also has a cast time, and it's a lot like Ice Path. It has a it has a radius that he shoots out in front of him, and if you stand in the fire, you get burned. It does like 100 damage per second at level 6, and it lasts for 7 seconds. Then I believe that scales as well, like 1 to like 100, 140, and then I think like 180. So it's much stronger, obviously, early, and then as the game goes on later, it's pretty much useless, in my opinion, because by then they'll have Black King bars or, you know, a pipe or something. So what he's really good for is getting long range initiations. And on this team, you can see we already have an Earthshaker, which combos really well with him because when they get that fissure off, that gives you enough time to be able to cast that Ice Path right after, and you can hit like I mean, you can lock them in place for 3 seconds, and then right after the ice path, you can Yules them, drop your macro pyre, and then he'll land in that. And by then, Earthshaker's already walked up and totemed him and echo slammed if he's gonna echo slam. Yeah, it's usually good to know.
Prepare for
So like, I'll give you guys a demonstration of what his ice path looks
battle.
like. So you see it has that cast time, and then it goes up. And if any hero were to be hit by that, or even to walk into it after it's been cast while it's melting, even it will freeze them for that stun duration. They don't have to be in the ice path. They can like walk into it, for example.
I can promise you that this one's in the bag.
My friends, this one is indubitably in the bag.
"30 seconds to battle."
So as you can see here, I'm trying to work with my teammates. I think that I mean, this would be a really strong kill tri lane.
The battle begins.
War starts now.
It's great to have good teammates in a pub game. It doesn't happen very often. So DK is going to take mid, which I think that's stronger for our team because I think that Drow needs farm more than she needs levels, to be honest, which is very true. And I do have a Sand King in my lane, so we might have some good kill potential, but what this is going to do is it's going to kind of hinder my possibility of gaining fast levels and getting maybe a little bit more farm. So as we can see here, this is I'm gonna harass a little. Okay, that's an ogre with a DD. That's kind of scary. He hits really hard.
Under attack.
So as you can see, I'm barely gonna make it away. He's probably gonna hit me again. Nope, I'm fine.
Procrastination
Okay, so
could spell the end
as you saw,
of
that
your
Sand King
bottom
just kind of
tower.
stood there. He's not really useful at all. He's kind of afraid of this lane, which I wouldn't be afraid of this lane at all, to be honest. Which I'm not, obviously. But I would like him to stop. See, like this is just gonna. Okay, so here's something to learn. If you're newer, this is going to just push the lane very hard because what it's doing is it's damaging the creeps. So I'm going to try and last hit under it, but it makes it very difficult. What it does do is it zones these heroes out from last hitting, but now they're just going to get free last hits underneath the tower. And the problem with them getting free last hits underneath the tower is obviously you don't want a PA to become very farmed. And they do have a much stronger late game than us, I feel like. I feel like Tinker can blow up that Drow in a couple hits with an E-Blade and a Dagon 5. And that PA has a lot of physical damage as well. But what are you going to do about it? So right now I'm just going to try and last hit with all this extra damage being put out by the Sand King. It is very nice zoning. And that Liquid Fire is going to hit both of them. It has a small AoE around it and it does do burning damage, which is very nice. So I'm going to come over here, and this is a very good place to drop a ward in a lower skill game right here. You're going to be able to see the mid ganks coming, which I feel to be very strong in this bracket. Just disclaimer, you guys, I'm like pretty much like between 2,800 and 3K, so I'm by no means a professional gamer. I'm just here to drop some knowledge bombs. So right now we're just trying to harass them out of lane. I'm gonna get my boots, and I'm gonna save up for my tranquils. Oh my god, see this Sand King, how he's kind of like just pushing this lane, it makes it much harder to last hit. And like I said, they're getting free XP underneath this tower. So usually it's good to be a good sport. I'm going to pause the game for this axe. And we're going to see if anyone has any friends with him. So we pause for them, which is usually the good courteous thing to do. So we pause for them, so hopefully they'll pause for us and they'll save for us if one of our people disconnect, which it happens. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. And you can tell my last hitting is not perfect. So the best way to skill build this guy is to max liquid fire and ice path. Or not, yeah, sorry, liquid fire and ice path to the best of your ability. And then usually the 1 point in dual breath is just value.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Someone had to die first.
So we did get first blood, which is very good. That's against their Tinker. And as you can see, our ES did end up upgrading the courier, which is very good. So this Sand King right now is kind of just zoning, I guess.
Your bottom tower is
And we
under
did get
attack.
that PA, so you can see that that PA is really, really squishy. He's got his
Procrastination could
stuff, so
spell
we'll be
the
fine.
end of
See that
your bottom
PA?
tower.
What just happened there was I saw that the PA was sitting in the PA was being a little bit special, in my opinion, or he shouldn't have been sitting in the sandstorm like he was because he was taking 50 damage per second. And right when I saw that was happening, I decided to drop that quick ice path, and luckily my Sand King followed up with a stun, so we're able to get an easy hit on him.
Look lively
And I'm just
now.
going to throw out
Your
that
middle
liquid
tower
fire,
is
not
under
hoping for
attack.
any last
How
hits,
disappointing.
kind of pushing it a little bit. The sandstorm from the Sand King obviously does that very well, but I'm just trying to get some harass on that PA because that PA needs to be held in check. We don't want her getting a very quick Battle Fury. See, this is making it really difficult to last hit. I can't. Jakiro does have a little bit of cast animation, like I said, with all of his spells, and that includes his auto attack. So I'd like to be getting this Yules very quick now. So we're gonna shift click our Yules, which is right. I am struggling right here in the middle. Okay. So some of these compartments are the
Your
secret
middle
shops, so you might as well
tower
just
is
grab them
under
when you
attack.
can.
Lively
So
now.
as you can
Your
see, he
middle
did
tower
not get
is
a very
under
good
attack.
burrow
What
strike
are you,
away.
amateurs?
I'm gonna try and harass this ogre, and I might just be able to get a kill on him. I think I'm gonna be able to get him with the burn. Yep, I got him. Alright, so we're gonna upgrade that liquid fire one more time. And our Sand King did end up dying. I don't know if their PA went down or not.
Your middle tower is under attack.
So we don't want our DK ganking like this because he's gonna lose a lot of XP. And I am personally okay with the Sand King dying. I mean, it's not a good thing, but okay, I'm gonna get jumped on. And I am going to see this ogre wants revenge. And he should know better, to be honest. which is fine. I mean, I have Tranquil Boots and I have 2 Tangos left, so I have more than enough regen in this lane. It is a little bit worrisome though that okay, so yeah, see this ogre just keeps getting me. I'm gonna just drop the ice path. They dodged it, which I kind of expected them to. And luckily I just got saved by yep, see they got me. So luckily the Sand King is back. Okay, that is not good. So I'm just trying to heal up with the Tranquil Boots. Luckily the Tinker hasn't found me yet. This is very good for me. So right now I'm just trying to evade this. I didn't even see the Tinker come. He must have TP'd. That's all I can think of. But I'm going to kind of use this chance to walk out right now. Hopefully I can get out before this Ogre gets me. Okay, the Ogre did see me, but I'm at full HP, and I am rather tanky hero, so I feel perfectly safe right now. And sometimes it is okay to sacrifice yourself from that XP, and the, it's okay to sacrifice yourself from the lane and the XP, if it's going to help you stay alive and not die. I think I would believe that guy's gonna live, and the Sand King is gonna tank all that, I guess. So, like I said, how this guy's a good tower pusher. I should be pushing towers more, but I've been obviously having struggles with this lane being pushed in, and having this Tinker constantly ganking, which is not a bad thing because, well, unfortunately, our DK is not middle where he should be, getting all the XP possible. So this is not the greatest thing for our team. But whenever you can, just drop that liquid fire right there on the tower. I'm going to drop this behind me. I'm probably going to die here. I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy again. And I'm dead. So nothing you can do about that, but I did buy, so I used up all my gold that I could. And I will be coming right back to this lane once I respawn. Or I'll be taking the mid. So I'm just going to take mid if this team doesn't want to go mid, because neither hero is mid right now for both teams. The Tinker is not mid, which is bad because he's missing out on XP. He did get a kill on me, which is pretty good, but for the amount of time he stuck around, it was not good. And you can see this DK is TPing there, so I'm going to go right to this mid lane, and I'm going to push it. And most heroes you wouldn't like waste a ulti on like pushing the creep wave, but Jakiro is one of those heroes who can waste an ulti on pushing the creep wave. So, like it or not, he can. So what I'm gonna do is after I hit this tower with this liquid fire, because we do have a siege creep now, I'm going to macro pyre the following creep wave, which you would think not to do, but this is a time and need where you want to be able to push this tower down. So right now this is a really strong play because now I'm going to get off another liquid fire, and they are going to glyph right at time. So that was strong of them. But I have another liquid fire in a second after this thing ends. So this tower is going to get pushed really hard now. So we're paused again for this ogre. But if we look at the kills right now, we are leading 6-4. And I do have 2 of those kills, and I believe one was on the ogre and one was on the PA. So the PA is behind me. I'm 8. I am the same level as our mid and our carry, which is really good. And our Sand King has done well, and our Earthshaker, I guess, has been on the phone, which is, you know, that's fine. You got to deal with life sometimes. But he doesn't really need a lot of farm. Our Drow is going for Shadowblade. I don't agree with this build. I think that Mask of Madness and the Yasha is better, and Sanjin Yasha or whatever. And our DK has an Ogre Club, so I'm assuming he's going to be going for a BKB, which is really strong first item. Okay, we're getting back into the game. So, like I said, I used my macro pyre on that creep wave, and now look at with this siege creep, and then my liquid fire, we're gonna be taking this tower down in no time. Like, look at how fast he just melts these towers. Like it's nobody's business. And the Tinker did not try and deny. So, and I'm just gonna dual breath this creep wave, no big deal. Just gonna shoot that at the Tinker just to annoy him a little bit. Just gonna leave this lane. We're getting close to that Yules. This is obviously I'm not universe or anything when it comes to playing my Jakiro. But I'm gonna go top and I'm gonna help gank. My macro player's up. My stun is about 1.4 seconds. And I think that this, oh, he's going down, definitely. And I don't think that this, yep, he didn't have much of a chance. So with this max liquid fire right here, this tower is easily mine. Yep,
Pat
see,
yourself on the back,
not
as
much of
I
a
do,
contest.
for the-
So this liquid fire, you always want to throw it out. It is very strong. I haven't been very diligent with putting it off on my cooldowns, but it's a very good thing to use. So we're gonna start pressuring this tier 2. And we do have a DK up, so this DK is gonna help us
Look
push
lively
quite
now.
hard.
Your middle tower is under attack. What are you, amateurs? Your middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are just magnificently fortified. Odds,
So as you can
bumpkins, and
see, we
gadzooks.
completely
The
just
enemy's
pushed
top
2
tower has
towers
fallen.
very quickly. And this team doesn't even really know what just hit it, to be honest. I'm going to get my Yules given to me, and I'm going to go pick up my Void Stone at the same time. So I do already have my Yules. Give me regeneration. Thank you. I think that I needed that more than him anyways. Okay, I need to sell this, grab that. Courier needs to redeliver. Sorry, I'm not very fast. I do have the Yules now, so we do have long range initiation. And we're going to go on this axe. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to Yules this axe once I see him in lane again. And then we're going to go.
Look lively now. Your middle tower is
So
under
that didn't
attack.
go as
How
planned.
disappointing.
I don't know who we lost. Okay, he does have Blink,
Look
so
lively now.
that's
Your
why he
middle
was
tower
obviously
is
able to
under
get to that
attack.
fight
What
really
are you,
quick.
amateurs? Look lively
So like I
now.
said,
Your
just keep
middle tower
using
is
your
under
spells.
attack. How disappointing.
And we're going to try and push this tower. So I'm just going to come up here, just throw that down. And I think that that's... And once again, he's out of position. And I'm just going to take this tower. So another
Enemy's
easy
bottom
tower kill.
tower has fallen. I thought you were going to
So
blow it, but you
our
didn't.
team's probably going to back up now. I'm going to go check the rune, see if anybody grabbed that 14-minute rune. I'm going to assume that they did. But
Your
you never know.
top tower is under attack.
Nope. Nobody grabbed it, so I get a free bounty rune. And usually I'd be carrying a TP, but I'm not, so...
Summon the will to defend your top tower. Oh, look, they found the button. Radiant structures have been fortified. Your top tower is under attack.
Oh, jeez.
Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower has fallen.
So, that axe got a little bit overzealous, thinking he could kill me. So, he's going to pay the price for it. So we're at 1700. I could easily go for a Blink Dagger at this point. A Force Staff would be good, maybe. Agnums you don't usually get. I can get a Rod of Ados. I think I'm going to get a Rod of Ados just for this game. They do have a lot of people who can kind of move around pretty freely in fights. So we're going to see how this goes. I don't know why I'm getting so much.
Your middle tower is
Oh, it's
under
other
attack.
players. my lord.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
So as you can tell, I'm no universe at all, but I'm trying my best. So I'm pushing back our tower, or pushing back them, trying to take out our towers. They still have their tier 2 in the mid and tier 2 in the bottom. So right now, this PA probably thinks he can go on me. And if he gets one lucky crit, I might be dead. If he's still got the DD, which I don't think that he does. And hopefully that, yep, the burn did get her. So I'm going to hit both of them with that stun. I'm going to drop this on him. I'm going to get out of these march so I don't die. And I do have my spells now maxed out for what I do want. I'm going to go get the Vit Booster because I think that Vit Booster is better in this situation right now for me than that Staff of Wizardry is. I'm not very much of an auto attack hero. You're kind of more of a clicker, a spell user. So right now we are doubling their kills. I am currently 4-1 and 4, which is pretty decent. This is a ranked game, and I don't even know how much our Earthshaker's been playing, to be honest. I think he's been AFK for most of the game. He's very close to his Blink Dagger. And the route of Aoi, what I'm going to use this for is for the Ogre running away, the Nyx running away, the PA running away. So hopefully I can get off another spell on them. But we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to TP down to the bottom. It's always better to TP in these trees, in my opinion, because the enemy doesn't know that you're coming in, unless you break out all the trees like I just did. And this Tinker did not TP into the right area, let me tell you. So that's something to learn with Tinker, is how to TP and not when to TP. So he made a very bad decision. How were we able to just see him?
Terrifying.
Autumn leaves.
Oh, I wasn't fast enough on the Yules. So right now I don't have any abilities to escape. I have nothing to buy with. I'm dead. Yep. I have no chance. So that was just us walking into a 1v3 after that Tinker TP'd bottom. There's nothing much I can do there. So their Axe right now is working towards his Blade Mail, I'd assume. Our D-Knight has his BKB. Our Earthshaker, I believe he has his Blink Dagger. Yes, he does. Our Sand King, it has his Blink Dagger. So we do have a lot of wombo combo fight right now.
On purpose, radiant structures have been
And they are trying to push our towers, so hopefully we can hold this. So once this Earthshaker and this Sand King get together and they start working together, we're going to have a lot of easy kills.
Your top tower is under attack.
There we go, I got that Macro Pyre dual breath. So he's going down, no doubt. I got him easy. Oh, I did not even see this going on right now.
Your top tower is under attack.
That makes two.
So we did just get
Your
their
top
Nyx,
tower is under attack.
and that was pretty much a very good team fight for us. We lost a support Earthshaker, I didn't see where he went down,
Your
and then we
middle
lost
tower
a
is under
support
attack.
Sand King. So
May the sky itself
So we did just lose a
weep for your
tower.
fallen middle
I believe
tower.
that was our mid tower, which is not that bad of a thing to lose. And I'm just going to keep dropping that
Dire
liquid fire on
structures
this
are
tower.
fortified.
So with the drow now here, with the 100 or 200 damage that she does, this tower's dropping fast.
Summon the
And you
will
can
to
tell that they don't
defend
want
your
me being
top
here.
tower. The enemy's bottom tower has fallen. top tower is
So
under
they just got a
attack.
good exchange right there. They might even take out our drow. Nope, our drow's gonna be fine, I hope. She might get blinked on. Yep, it's gonna be one
Your
dagger
top
and one
tower
blink
is
strike
under
and she's
attack.
dead. Yep, the dunk is real. So our Sand King right there, he could have easily, in my opinion, he could have just burrow strike their entire team and sandstormed and then blinked away and he would have been fine. But like I said, this is a lower skill game, so we're not going to have the best players. I do have
Your
my Rod
bottom
of Aoi
tower
now,
is under attack.
so hopefully this goes over well.
Your
Hopefully I remember to
bottom
use it
tower
and stuff
has
like that.
fallen.
So I don't know what our Sand King was just doing there. So like I said, the macro pyre for creep farming is perfectly fine. It has a low cooldown, it's only 60 seconds. I have a pretty large mana pool. And like I said, it's mostly used for clearing creep waves more than anything else. Ooh. Alright, and we are going to get this Tinker if anybody else is paying attention. And nobody else is paying attention. So, I had to back out right here. Might have not been the best move, but hopefully...
So that's what happened.
We have failed the rain.
So we did just wipe their entire team right there. I didn't see everything that just happened, but I can tell you right now that we're about to get this mid tower. So, and I'm not going to hit them at all because I don't want to quit my Tranquil Boots regeneration, and it doesn't seem to matter anyways. So, this was a very easy tower.
Give yourself a big juicy prize. The enemy's middle tower has completely collapsed.
We're taking I believe that we're taking control of this game at this point, and I'm probably going to be going for, I don't know. So as you can see, like my last hits aren't there, but I've taken quite a few towers, gotten quite a few kills, where I feel, woohoo, did not expect the Nyax there, so that hurt. Obviously still a strong hero, even when I'm at half HP, and their PA does now have a Battle Fury, so we'll see if this will increase his farm at all. But our Drow, I believe, will hopefully be able to out-carry, and our D-Knight is a good player as well. So we'll see. I have 10 assists, and the Dragon Knight has 12, so, I mean, for an off-lane Jakiro that was sharing a lane, that's pretty good, I'd say. And what do I think that we should get? I have a lot of magic damage coming my way. I could go for a pipe and help the entire team, or I could go for a veal. I'm just going to go for a force staff just for more utility. Anything helps in team fights. So, like I said, this Sand King has just been terrible most of this game, to be honest. He's been activating his ulti and doing nothing with it, which has been rather sad. And I'm gonna come save this guy, I hope. I can't get away from this guy. Oh my god. And I'm gonna get donked. Yep. Nothing I can do when my team isn't paying attention. And, like, we just got team wiped pretty much because this DK was off chasing somebody, and our Earthshaker was out of position, and our Sand King is just whiffing everything. I don't know why he's struggling so hard with pressing R and then blinking into the fight. But he is. So, there's not much you can do about it. Earthshaker should be trying to help him instead of blinking into the trees. This hero's a really strong hero, and he's playing it like it's a weak hero. And like our Sand King is chasing this Axe now, which is just stupid because Axe has a blink dagger and Axe is higher level than him and does have a blade mail as well. So, yep, not much I can do about my team. We do have some good wards up though, which is pretty nice. And I'm trying my best to put the team on my back, so to say. As much as that might make me sound like a douche, that's okay. Because I know that I am carrying this team for the most part. Like, there we go, our Drow just got owned. Nothing we can do about that. And I'm sure this Earthshaker's gonna come over here and steal farm.
Summon
Everyone
the will
does.
to defend your top tower. Drafted.
So once again, our Drow's asking for wards. You can't really ward against something that you can't see. So that's not really fair to our supports who are buying the wards, which Earthshaker is one of them. I didn't feel like seeing that Tinker, so I'm kind of happy that he died. So this Drow's being a little bit cheeky, trying to kind of just be like, oh, sentries. So we do have, obviously, things up right now. He's just trying to pick on our supports because he's not happy with how he's been playing. So as you can see, this Drow is rather upset with how she can't outpace this PA. But to be honest, this Drow has been given so much room to farm that she has no excuse, in my opinion. And trading a okay, well, we're gonna trade more than just what I thought we were gonna trade. That was a bad trade. So I mean, unless these guys actually start blinking in and doing something. So here we go. I'm getting gone on. I'm gonna die. Nope, you see, nothing to save me though, so that's okay. There was no Echo Slam. There still is no Echo Slam. The Drow is not doing much damage at all, not even chasing. So
Dangerous, this one.
he should turn around and just auto attack
Life is all a
because
gift.
oh my god. Our team is really out of sync right now and we're pretty much blowing this lead. To be honest, if this Sand King player was somewhat decent and our Earthshaker player was somewhat decent, this game would already be over with the wombo combo that we have. But right now this Tinker is starting to get farmed, and so is the PA. I mean, the PA is 2-7, but this Axe is keeping them in the game with how stupid my teammates have been playing. So what I'm saying basically is that I'm just going to hang out with DK because me and him, the dragon, seem to be the only one who knows what's going on. So I have my level 3 ulti, and there's no reason to go Agnums this game, and I can't obviously right click. I mean, I could go Assault Curious for my team after this, which I might do, just for the extra armor. Jakiro does have rather low armor. Get out of here. I was just going to put an urn on me. Okay, so I'm going to try and run away, hide in the trees, and then I'm going to TP away. If this Axe gets me, I'm going to be so mad. Okay, I'm good. Alright, that's good. If our SK and our ES could get one decent initiation... Oh, he just blew his TP. He's done. He's dead. Yep, so right there, Echo. Okay, I don't like the Echo Slam being wasted on that, and I also don't understand why D-Knight hasn't detailed once. But that's fine. So I'm gonna draw for our team to figure it out. So unfortunately, our team still doesn't know how to communicate.
Oh dear.
And like I said, they're just saving everything for everybody. Okay, so I'm gonna run away now, and then I'm going to activate this U-Holes on myself.
That makes two.
So like, see, my teammates don't want to save me at all in these fights, and our Drow isn't gonna do anything, and this guy can't fissure because he has no mana. He has no skill like whatsoever. This Drow just blew her Shadow Blade with extra move speed, and their Nyx is gonna blink away now. So I'm a little bit salty, but it's kind of understood when my team is playing like this. It's kind of getting a little bit ridiculous in my opinion. I'm using all my abilities. I didn't get my ulti off because it has too long of a cast time and I couldn't find a place to use it, but my team is just allowing them to win this game in my opinion. They're playing so terribly. I did as much as I could in the early game, but now we're getting to that point where my team needs to pick up some of the slack. So now I'm going to be going for an Assault Curios because I have nothing else to buy for this team. Okay, never mind. D-Knight just went Assault Curious. So, okay, so Tinker just killed Earthshaker because, you know, Earthshaker's not doing anything. So I'm going to buy Shiva's Guard just to help out the team. So we just blew him up, as you can see. And right now there's nothing we can do about it. And our SK is out of position like usual.
I know I should respect the gift. But first, you'll have to
And
earn
once
it.
again, our guy is...
That makes two. This is mayhem. Triple kill. Terrifying. Overkill.
So what just happened in that team fight was we were able to pick apart their entire team basically, and now we're going to get free Raxes. So right here should be free Raxes.
Dire structures are fortified against all comers.
In every meeting of minds, there must be a loser. And I'm with you.
We didn't even get the tower, so my team obviously just dove a little bit too far. That was a mistake by me. I shouldn't have went in for that Tinker, but my guy was running all around, and our D-Knight did or didn't die, I didn't see. But right now we're starting to catch up. Our Drow finally started adding to our team fight potential. And this is what you should look like as a Jakiro. I shouldn't be 8-8. I should probably be like 8-3 with like the same amount of assists. But I have been diving. I've been making some miscalculated calls. But what I've been saying about how he should just have a Yules and then just go for just basic. Like now I have a plate mail, so I have some armor. So now I just won't die to those stupid crits from the PA. But we're getting to that point where PA is going to start hitting critical mass, and the Drow needs to get an MKB. And this axe is starting to really level off, which is nice, and this ogre's going for that Agnums, which is going to be a pain. And our Earthshake, see, this is what I don't like, is that Earthshaker and Sand King always go for Agnums. Sand King needs to go for a Veal, and Earthshaker needs to go for a Blink or a Force Staff or something. The builds that they're going are not very strong. I went more of a utility because I knew that nobody else on my team would get anything utility. So obviously, because the only person who got anything for the team is the DK, and he got that for himself with the Assault Curios, just so he can be super tanky against that PA. See, our team is playing scared, which is never good. So your team starts to lose when you have a stronger late game lineup and your team wants to push or back all the time. That's when you really start losing. And unfortunately, I think that's going to be our problem. At least our Drow is going for a BKB, so she should be a little bit better in these team fights. And last team fight, the reason that we won was because she wasn't controlled, which was nice because she finally contributed, which she hasn't been contributing much this game. And you can tell that this guy has really good stat gains just from the items I have, because I have a Force Staff and a Yules, which is basically damage, but you can see how much HP I have. I do have a Vit booster, so I'd be about like 1650, but that's still really good stats, especially for an intelligence hero. So I wouldn't be surprised if I get picked off right here, to be honest. So I'm going to run over to this secret side shop, and I'm going to get some TPs and go defend bottom. So I am saving up for that Shiva's Guard just for more defense and utility for my team, because I feel that that's kind of needed. Oh, I just fudged that up for him.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
So I'm going to assume that wherever that stupid Nyax went, I'm going to assume that he's low. And there he is. So, kind of like we thought. We should have been waiting for him around there. We would have been able to pick him off. So, right here, I can't get into range for this guy. He's dead. And once again, we get another level up. So this is 3 down. We should be pushing. And our DK did just wear off with his thing. I don't have my ulti, but I'm going to mow down this creep wave.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
And this is kind of also zoning them out, if you haven't noticed.
Fortified.
And right now, I am getting lifted on. Oh god, I'm out of here. Okay.
Good news! The enemy's middle barracks have fallen.
So we're gonna get Raxes off this, as you
The
can
enemy's
see.
middle barracks have fallen.
I'm gonna start just dropping these on the tier 4s. Okay, and I just got mana burned, and that mana burn really hurts because it is intelligence of 5 multiplier, and my intelligence is 84 plus 57. So that's like a 800 damage nuke to me.
Radiant structures are fortified. Summon the will to defend your top tower. I hate to say it,
And really, this
but your
Tinker's
top
been
tower
very low
has
impact
fallen.
with only a Dagon 5. He doesn't even have a, what do you call it, an E-Blade or anything, and we're 40 minutes into the game. He's been relatively shut down by our entire team. I've ganked him quite a few times. And the Earthshaker, like I said, is going for the Magnum's build. But I think that more utility items are better. And you saw that this, they're just going mass Dagon in my opinion. So our Sand King just kind of walked to his death for whatever reason.
Your middle tower is under attack.
So this PA does have a BKB, which could be an issue. And in my opinion, she just got out of position. So once again, our Sand King did nothing, as you can see. Can't even blink out a fountain. Practically useless in my opinion. I don't mean to rage too much about teammates, but this guy just has been playing absolutely terribly. Not been impressed with his play at all. And the sad part about this Tinker being up here is I can solo kill this Tinker, which really sucks for him. That you can be solo killed by a Jakiro at this point in the game. So I'm just gonna wait for him to come back. I'm just gonna wait for him in the trees, because he will come back and he'll push this lane. Because he doesn't think that anyone's up here, so I'm waiting for him to rearm and then TP back. He could TP middle, that'd probably be safer. I might just be wasting a bunch of time, but sometimes this is a good strategy as well. And I'm just gonna come up here and just kill this wave. It's better to just push sometimes. Try to be a little bit cheeky and try and catch him out.
We're not ready. Yes.
So yeah, this Tinker, he's just TPing where he knows it's safe. Just a smart thing to do. We do have a 1 Rax advantage, so it's going to be a little bit more of a pain in the butt for them. And I don't know why this SK has a gem. I don't think that's a smart idea. And this Tinker is over here somewhere. I'm going to assume he already TP'd away. And for whatever reason, he thinks it's time to buy a gem. And I do want my Shiva's Guard for this next fight, so...
Storm doors in place. Dire structures are fortified.
So that was a bad
And we're
move by
back.
him,
The
and they've
enemy's
just
bottom
lost their
barracks have
entire
fallen.
thing in my
The
opinion.
enemy's bottom barracks have fallen. Isn't
I
that
can just shoot this over
splendid?
here, but we really should be just taking out, I guess, the base.
Give yourself a prize. The enemy's middle tower has collapsed.
Yeah, they lost. So that's game.
Give
So
yourself a big,
I think
juicy
I was very
prize.
impactful
The
in this
enemy's
game.
middle tower has completely collapsed. And the storm
So that's the end of the game. I feel like I had a very high game impact. I hope I showed you guys how to play Jakiro. I did have some bad Yules, but that just comes with pub communication with the Yules and then them missing spells because you Yules. But I think I had a pretty high game impact. I did end up being the highest
I
level at the end of
found
the
a
game.
secret.
And sometimes you really have to wonder the people that are on your team, how well they play. So someone did just get paired weapons drop. I feel bad for that person. Alright, so that's the end of the